All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Computer Applications. In today's episode, we're going to be looking at pie charts, something new, something fun that spreadsheets are really known for doing. As we take a look at this, charts are really easy to insert. So what we're going to do is we're going to highlight a range of data that we'll make a chart out of. Let's say this one here, all right, just a list of numbers. And Google has a functionality built into it where whatever range you highlight, if you go Insert, Chart, what it'll do is it'll try to generate what it thinks is the best chart for the range of data that you're giving it. In this instance, Google thinks that we want to create a increasing bar chart here to show how our data is constantly getting better, but that's not what we want to do. Instead, we want to make a pie chart. So if you come up here to column chart, down to pie, the pie chart will then formulate. And as you can see, right, we have a whole bunch of different slices because of the massive amount of data that we gave it. As you take a look at it, right here in this menu, we can change our data range, right? So you'll notice that we go from C1 to C30. That's the data that we have. We can add a label if we so choose to this data. We're not going to right now. The values in here, right, you can change this and set it to different value types, but we don't want to mess with that right now. If you have inserted a line chart or some other kind of graphic, you can actually switch rows and columns depending on how the data is being displayed so that it can be a little bit easier. If you have headers in there, for example, if you're doing like a name kind of list of things, you can have name, date, period kind of thing as your header there. Normally you'll probably check this, but we're not going to do that right now as we go forward. But what I really want to show you here is this customize option up at the top. Underneath this customize option, there's a whole bunch of different things we can do. So for this chart, we can change its background color. We can change the border color. We can change the font theme. We can have it maximize itself to fill the page. We can make it 3D. Ooh, looky there, right? You can make it 3D. You can change the pie chart how it looks, right? So we can create a a donut hole in there if we wanted to. You can change the border around the pie chart itself. You can change the labels, right, and how each slice is labeled. So right now it's taking a percentage of the whole, so it's telling us how much of a percentage each of these numbers are. You can change the label formats, text colors, and the like. Each individual slice you can customize. So if you don't like that, teal blue color, notice I just made it pink. Slice 30. Let's make I don't know, what do I want to make it, red? There we go. Right. And if you click on the individual slices, as you can see there, I'm making some modifications to it here as we go forward. In addition, right, oh yeah, sorry, we can also take a look at the distance from the center. So you can change, right, how much it pops out so that you can highlight specific pieces of data. We don't really need to do that for ours though. Chart and title access, so you can give the chart a title, right? So we can call it title, super generic. And you'll notice the title pops up. Again, you can change the size, the font type. You can change what text color it is. You can change if it's bold, where it's centered, right? So you'll be able to play around with all of that. Finally, right, we also have the legend. The legend is all of these little pieces here, right, that tells you which thing it's referring to. You can select where you want to put that exactly so that people can access the information and read it appropriately. With that, that's really the big thing that you're going to be doing today. You're going to be changing the slice colors. You're going to be modifying the legend a little bit. So it should be a fun one to work your way through. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and cut the recording here and let you get started.